Alright guys, it's time for our second lesson on reading a musical chart. Last time we looked at first and second endings, and today we're going to look at another somewhat related topic, which is dal segno and dal coda. This little squiggly S with a line through it, this is what the music's talking about when it says dal segno, or usually it's just abbreviated DS. The second thing that we want to look at and we want to learn about is the coda. And the coda is the circle with this little kind of crosshairs looking thing on it. Just like the dal segno, the coda is sometimes abbreviated DC al fine or DC al segno. And that's basically just giving you instructions on what you're going to do. Let's come back and let's look at a song and an example of where both of these emblems are going to come into play. Here's a song that we're doing right now, In Your Freedom. You guys are all somewhat familiar with this song. And as we're looking at this and we're casually kind of browsing through and trying to get an idea of what twists and turns might be coming, we can see here, if you look down here on the, what is that, the fifth score, the fifth line here, here's this little symbol, the segno, or just the little S there. And then as you look further down, you get over here to page 2, and here's a coda. It says second time 2 coda. Here's another coda. And then if we look over here, here's an instruction, DS al coda. Alright, all of these things are helpful, and when we understand that, it'll actually save us a lot of notes on a lot of penciled in notes on top of the music, because this is already telling us what we need to do and where we need to jump. So let's look at this and go through like we're reading and playing this. We know, just like normal, we're going to start from the front, search for you, God of strength, and so on and so forth. We'll go all the way through that first page, and we'll play all the way through. Then we get to the second page, we play all the way through. The first time through, we're going to ignore this because this says second time to coda. So we're just going to pass right by. You're all I need. Then we have this little 4-measure musical piece, and then we go right into verse 2. I pray to you, God of peace. I rest in you, my cares released. Okay, now here's where it gets weird. If you don't know what these symbols mean, this is right where you're going to get lost. We get right here, I rest in you, my cares released, and then we have this, DS al coda. What that means is, whenever you get to this point right here, you're going to look for the symbol, and you're going to play from that symbol until you get to the coda. Okay? DS al coda. Go to the symbol until you get to a coda. So where's the symbol? Well, I rest in you, my cares released. That symbol's back over here on page 1. Okay? And that's basically what happens when we do this song. We go through like a half-second verse, and this is kind of the pre-chorus. I have nothing more than all you offer me. Okay? So when we get here, DS al coda, we're going to jump right from the end of this measure 44, right back here, and we're going to play these bars, we're going to play this, and we're going to go all the way up here until we get to this coda, where it says second time to coda. Now what happens here is the codas are going to show you jumping from one place to another place. You know, you could almost think of it, they're kind of matching symbols. So where you see one, you look for the other, and that's where you're going to kind of teleport to. Okay? So the second time, you rescued me, you are all that I want, you're all I need. Jump from this coda down here. And we play this musical part, which is kind of the musical bridge. It's really sort of a musical chorus, musical bridge thing. And as you can see, going back to last week, we'll play that twice. The first time, we repeat, right? First ending. Second time, we'll take the second ending, in your freedom I will live. And here we have more repeats and first and second endings. But you guys remember that from last lesson. So, to recap, when you see this sign down here on page 2, DS al coda, that means jump to where the symbol is. Okay? And that's here. And it means play from this symbol until you get to the coda, which is here, and the second time jump from this coda to this coda. And it's basically the same as when you would leave yourself a note, maybe put a big X or a plus or a star and say, whenever we get here the second time, we're going to jump to the bridge. This is a more neat and precise way to do that exact same thing. Okay? So, after watching this, I would suggest you guys go back and listen to In Your Freedom and listen for where those jumps come, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So thanks for watching video lesson number 2. If you have any questions or follow-up sorts of ideas or questions about this lesson, feel free to shoot me an email, and look forward to having you guys watch the next one. Have a great day.